Good evening. Welcome to Reality Check on a day when all political analysts are still busy trying to decipher that nail-biting victory for Ahmed Patel late last night. There are, of course, several aspects of that victory that could have a profound impact on politics going forward, which is why there's so much interest in it. First of all, is the JDU about to split, become the JD not united but disunited? Second, are there some in the NCP who are going soft on the BJP, perhaps thinking of moving across to the NDA ranks? Third, what does this mean for the future of the Congress party? Should we assume that the old guard is in some ways more ready to fight than the new generation? Fourth, was the real victor the Election Commission, which showed that institutions can and should stand above politics, no matter who the party is at the center or in the state. But before I come to any of that, and we have a panel of experts who are going to take us through all of that, let's first start off with a whodunit mystery. That would make Arthur Conan Doyle or Agatha Christie proud. Who was the person who helped Ahmed Patel win? Where did the mysterious 44th vote come from? Let's just recap as to why this is an interesting question. Congress, 43. We know that 43 people voted for the Congress, or at least that's what the observers themselves seem to be saying. So where did that other vote come from? Was it from the NCP? Was it from the JDU? Was it from the GPP or BJP rebel? That seems unlikely. But perhaps it was the NCP, perhaps it was the JDU. To put a name to it, in the NCP's case, Mr. Bosky, who actually voted for Ahmed Patel. That's the NCP, and that's what the NCP is saying right now. Bosky voted for Ahmed Patel. The JDS, on the other hand, there are certain people, JDU, I beg your pardon, there are certain people saying that no, it was Mr. Vasava from the JDU who voted for Ahmed Patel. Which was it? To try and decipher this particular mystery, and you've got strong adherents who say we know exactly what happened. It was Bosky. No, it was Vasava. To try and decipher this mystery, just a little earlier, I went and spoke to one of the people who really should know the answer to that. JDU chief Sharad Yadav, now not entirely happy with his party after everything that's been happening with Nitish Kumar. So therefore, remember, the Janata Dal United had said you should vote for the BJP. Now, if Mr. Vasava decided to disregard that and he went ahead and voted for Ahmed Patel, it's because he would have been owing allegiance to Amit Srivastava, the JDU chief out there, who is a close protege of Sharad Yadav. So I went and I put this question to Sharad Yadav. Let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth. And with us now, one of the most important political players in the drama that's really rolling out, so Sharad Yadav, of course, JDU leader. शरद जी, पहला सबसे बड़ा सवाल सब लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि आखिरकार राज्यसभा जब चुनाव हुए थे गुजरात में, उसमें हुआ क्या था? वसावा जी ने किसको वोट दिया? अभी लोग समझ नहीं पा रहे हैं। ये भी
आश्चर्य की बात है कि आप यानी इस देश का एक ट्राइबल गरीब आदमी 6 बार का एमएलए, वो लोकतंत्र के लिए उसके वोट पे जीत हार थी। लोकशाही के लिए वो आदमी जो है, वो जिनके पास अरबों रुपए हैं वो बिक गए, लेकिन देश के लोकतंत्र में गरीब आदमी की ईमान का और खास करके ट्राइबल की ईमान का यदि सबसे बड़ा कोई उदाहरण है तो वो छोटू भाई वसावा है। इन्हें आपके
नहीं, पर उन्होंने वोट किसको दिया है? ये अभी भी लोग 100% श्योर नहीं है।
यही है इस देश की विडंबना कि जो गरीब है उसके ईमान पर वो जाके प्रफुल्ल, उससे पूछो, अहमद पटेल से, पूरे गुजरात से पूछो।
नहीं, क्योंकि
छोटू भाई वसावा जो कहेगा आज नहीं है। चिमन भाई पटेल के साथ जब चिमन भाई पटेल चले गए इस पार्टी को छोड़ के, तो उनके पास कोको प्रकाश भट्ट एमपी था और छोटू भाई वसावा थे, तो उनको होम मिनिस्ट्री दे रहे थे। वो छोड़ करके, चूंकि मामा बालेश्वर दयाल के साथ ही है वो।
नहीं, पर पार्टी की तरफ से एक तरह से नीतीश कुमार जी की तरफ से तो आदेश आया है कि आप भाजपा को वोट दीजिए। बात सामने आ रही है कि उन्होंने भाजपा को नहीं वोट दिया, अहमद पटेल को वोट दिया। कह रहे हैं कि अहमद पटेल मेरे पुराने दोस्त हैं, तो उन्होंने अहमद पटेल को ही वोट दिया क्या?
हाँ, पक्का। जाके खोज भी निकलना चाहिए आपको।
तो उन्होंने अहमद पटेल को वोट दिया।
अहमद पटेल को वोट दिया, ठोक के दिया। यानी लोकतंत्र जो है वो जिस तरह से वहाँ है, एक मुझे तरस आता है कि सरकार जो है वो एक राज्यसभा के लिए, मैं तो चुनाव आयोग को बहुत साधुवाद देता हूँ, बहुत उनका बहुत आभार मानता हूँ कि उन्होंने जो वहाँ एक तरह से गंदगी फैली हुई थी उसका एक बड़ा फैसला दिया।
शरद यादव जी, आप भी जनता दल यूनाइटेड के सबसे वरिष्ठ नेता हैं। अब एक तरह से पार्टी, नीतीश कुमार कह रहे हैं कि हम भाजपा के साथ हैं, आपके बयानों से लगता है कि आप उससे सहमत नहीं हैं, आप कुछ और बिल्कुल तरह से कह रहे हैं, तो क्या हम मान के चल सकते हैं कि जनता दल यूनाइटेड में अब टूट आ रही है?
देखिए ऐसा है, मैं कल टुमारो 10, 11, 12 ये गठबंधन जो है उसको बनाने में हमने एड़ी चोटी की है और इसमें सहयोग लालू जी का भी था और नीतीश जी का भी था। गठबंधन बना करके 11 करोड़ लोगों ने हमने मैनिफेस्टो दिया। मैं पूरे सूबे में, लालू जी और नीतीश जी घूमे, मैं भी पूरा 1 महीने वहाँ रह करके एक एक जगह गठबंधन के आदमियों को जिताने के लिए घूमा और जनता के साथ जो करार था गठबंधन का उसको चोट पहुंची है। इसलिए मैं जनता के पास जा रहा हूं और मैं मानता हूं कि गठबंधन जो है वो जनता ने बनाया था और जनता के बीच में जा करके उस गठबंधन पे चोट जो पहुंची है उसके बारे में लोगों से बात करूंगा, चर्चा करूंगा। वहाँ 8-9 जिलों में जा रहा हूं मैं, रात को वहाँ ठहरूंगा, तो जो कार्यकर्ता है, जनता है, उनसे इंटरेक्शन करूंगा।
लालू जी ने तो साफ आज कह दिया है कि एक तरह से गठबंधन तो जारी रह सकता है, कांग्रेस हो सकती है, आप हो सकते हैं, आरजेडी हो सकती है और इसलिए गठबंधन चलता रहेगा। यानी कि वही बात है कि जनता दल यूनाइटेड में टूट आ जाएगी, नीतीश कुमार जी एक तरफ हैं, आप एक तरफ हैं और आप गठबंधन में रह सकते हैं।
मैं आप जो किसने क्या बयान दिया उस पर मैं बोलूँगा नहीं। मैंने आपसे कहा सीधा है, मेरा 42 साल का और उसके पहले 10 साल का हिंदुस्तान की जेल में मैं 4.5 साल रहा हूँ और मुझे राज की और सत्ता की कभी भूख नहीं रही। मैं इनको ही बिठालते रहा सबको। इसलिए इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ कि मैं जनता के साथ, जो गठबंधन का विश्वास था उसको जो चोट पहुंची, उनके साथ जनता के साथ खड़ा हूँ, उनसे संवाद करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ।
और उस संवाद के बाद आप
जो राह दिखाएंगे उसके बाद फिर आपसे बात करूंगा।
तो जो भी आप उनसे बात करेंगे उसके बाद आखिरी फैसला जो भी होना है होगा। ठीक है, तो जो नीतीश कुमार कह रहे हैं कि वो एनडीए के साथ हैं, अभी आपका मन उसमें 100% नहीं है, आपको सलाह मशवरा
मेरे पास तो वो आए थे, मैंने कहा था उनसे कि सब कुछ हो सकता है, लेकिन एनडीए को, जब एनडीए को छोड़ रहे थे तब भी मैं परसों बहुत किया था कि एनडीए न टूटे। फिर अब बाहर जब आ गया और गठबंधन बन गया और जनता के 11 करोड़ लोगों के साथ हमने करार कर लिया, तो लोकतंत्र में जनता के साथ किया हुआ करार को मुझे भी हक नहीं, उनको भी हक नहीं है, ना किसी को हक है, ना कांग्रेस को ना आरजेडी को। ये मेरा यानी एक तरह से लोकशाही के प्रति मेरी आस्था है। उस आस्था के चलते निश्चित तौर पर मेरा मानना है कि ये जो गठबंधन है, विश्वास है, उस पर चोट पहुंच गई है।
ठीक है शरद जी, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। All right, so that special exclusive interview with Sharad Yadav, making his position, I think, reasonably clear. He's going for a trip across Bihar. He's going to be meeting a lot of people, speaking to a lot of people. But from that particular interview, crystal clear, he is not happy with what Nitish Kumar has done. Very clear signs of a split emerging in the Janata Dal United. We're being joined right now by Ajay Alok, who's a spokesperson of the JDU. Maybe I should say Nitish Kumar camp or the official JDU, or call it what you will. I'm going to get his take on that. We have Jay Narayan Vyas joining us, of course, senior BJP leader from Gujarat. Clyde Rocky Castro joining us, spokesperson of the NCP, and Tom Varikan here with us, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to come to some of the bigger issues of what this means for national politics. Is the JDU now the JD disunited? Is the NCP going soft on the BJP, and where is the Congress headed? But before I do any of that, I have to say we're all really fascinated by this play of numbers, because it's really strange. Clyde Rocky Castro, let me throw that to you. We just heard Sharad Yadav directly and clearly saying it, that Chotu Bhai Wasawa was the person who cast the 44th vote for Ahmed Patel. Now the others were saying that's not true. It's completely, he's cooking it up. Actually, he did vote for the BJP. I've been having arguments on Twitter with various people on that question itself. You and the NCP are saying, no, the 44th vote was an NCP vote. It was cast by Boski. What's the truth, and how are you sure that of the two NCP MLAs, are you 100% certain that one of them did vote for Ahmed Patel?
Absolutely, that's the absolute truth. You know, we've been on record yesterday, today. In fact, a day before the actual voting happened, we had already our party leaders had already spoken to Mr. Ahmed Patel and said that you'll get one of the two votes, because Mr. Jadeja was very clear that he was not going to vote for Mr. Ahmed Patel. So we have been honest and upfront and truthful right from the beginning. So the fact is that the whole speculation about whether both the votes have gone to the BJP or one only has gone, I mean, that question does not arise, because we have come ahead, we've come forward and made it very clear that we will be, there'll be only one vote from NCP.
Okay, actually this is reasonably simple to test and set right, because theoretically as they're casting the vote, they should be showing it to an official person.
Yes.
So
yes.
Has the NCP verified that Mr. Boski did vote for Ahmed Patel? Have you verified that?
No. See, the question of verification, yes, it is there, but the point here is, this is how it has been. We've come out in the open. Mr. Boski has gone on record, Mr. Jayant Patel, who is known as Boski, has gone on record to say that he has voted, and Mr. Jadeja has gone on record to say that he has not voted for Mr. Ahmed Patel. So it's as clear as that.
Okay. Ajay, look, let me turn to you. We just heard what Sharad Yadav, a very senior leader of your party, said. He, in fact, gave a long eulogy to Chotubhai Vasava, said it's absolutely fantastic that a poor tribal like him is incorruptible, and he listened to his conscience and he voted for Ahmed Patel. Now, either Mr. Sharad Yadav is wrong, or Chotubhai Vasava voted, and that was the 44th vote, in which case we are back with a question mark hanging over our head.
As far as we are concerned, Chotubhai Vasava, he didn't follow the party line. As he was asked to vote for BJP, he voted for Mr. Ahmed Patel. So that he has already drawn the line. So now it's for the party's action committee and the top leadership to take a good call on Mr. Chotubhai Vasava. And anybody defying the party line, see, this party line has been drawn by Mr. Sharad Yadav only. While he was president for JDU for the last 12 years, he has shown the path on which JDU has to tread. And if somebody is not being on that path, then it's difficult for him to continue in the party. That is the line Mr. Sharad Yadav has shown to JDU. And JDU is traveling on those lines. And Mr. Sharad Yadav knows this very nicely, because he has been president for 12 years and he is one of the most respected leaders. Okay. So as far as Mr. Chotubhai Vasava is concerned, the top party leadership will take a call on him.
Okay, so let me throw that to you, Tom Waterkin. I'm saying this is a really interesting, and I actually can't recall a situation like this. You've got a 44th vote, that we know. That 44th vote helped Ahmed Patel win.
First preference.
One of the most dramatic
First
elections.
preference.
Wait, if it had gone to second preference, he may well have lost, given the way the BJP's numbers are actually there. So that 44th vote helped him to win. You're hearing the NCP saying that 44th vote was ours. You're hearing the JDU saying, yes, it was a dissident, it was a rebel who went ahead, broke party discipline and voted for Ahmed Patel. Which of the two was it? They can't both be right, unless there was some mysterious Congress MLA who cross-voted, which you weren't able to catch. In which case, and I would be surprised, because your guys were reasonably vigilant yesterday, but there was a cross-voter whom you weren't able to catch.
You see, the exercise of postmortem has already been done. I'm not at the rights to give out the details right now, because this is a party call. We know who's voted where. So I think we are closely watching whether this was a rebellion, or there was a conscience vote, or there is things happening which I think will sharpen up in the near future. So we do not want to create a situation.
So you're keeping the pot boiling, in other words.
Well, you can call it that, but yes, we would like to restrain ourselves at this point in time.
All right, restrain ourselves. I'm going to be less restrained, as is, I guess, the right of a journalist. Jai Narayan Vyas, I mean, we've heard what Amit Shah thinks of all of this. He says, look, next time the BJP should just get 150 seats, and all of this is done, all 3 hours, no going to the election commission, no figuring out one cross vote here and there. Do you have your own assessment? I'm sure you're really well plugged in on the ground. Help us solve this mystery. Where did that 44th vote come from? I'm sure you have a clear idea. Who's lying? Who's not telling the truth?
Well, Vikram, I would, whatever discussion I heard, my common sense tells the following. Number one, that theory of somebody saying on record on television or television camera that I have done so doesn't hold any waters, because there was another MLA who, after voting for BJP, issued a video which went viral saying that I have not voted for BJP. So I think this is something highly mysterious. I would only go by both these gentlemen who had gone to Shankar Singh Waghela's birthday party, and by common prudence I would say that therefore they were quite close to or emotionally also attached to him, wherein Congress MLAs refrained from going to his birthday party. These two gentlemen went openly to them, and out of which Jadeja's relations with Shankar Singh Waghela are too very well known. And I have no reason also to say that Boski might have not gone that way. So it seems more probably that NCP vote has not gone to Congress. That appears to be the reality. Now, coming to what Mr. Amit Shah said, I think it is a general observation.
Yeah.
He has been telling us even before this election that target should be 150 plus. So that is continuation of what he has been telling us, that this time BJP 150 plus, because 149 seats Madhavsinh Solanki got in the assembly is a record still, and we would like to improve upon that and better that record, and that's from where this 150 plus figure has come.
Okay, so no wonder we will. I'm sure we.
Today he made a remark.
I'm sure we'll be back, sir, to discuss the 150 in the Gujarat elections coming up. But I just want to come back to some of the themes that I started with. I do want to come back to some of the themes.
Just one sentence to say something, please.
Okay, Mr. Vyas, finish what you were saying, then I want to go across to the NCP. Yeah, finish what you were saying, Mr. Vyas.
No, I was just trying today, a concluding remark to his speech was simply saying that, you know, if you have 150, then there is no problem who voted here and who voted there.
Yeah.
You will win all the 3 seats hands down. This was a casual remark which he made.
Okay, let me now come to some of the broader implications. Look, it's a mystery, that 44th vote. No
a quick rebuttal to Mr. Jainaran Vyas, please.
But Mr. Crasso, I do want to come to you on one question. The reason why people are looking at this is to try and get some of the broader trends. If both the NCP people had decided, and I know you're saying that one of them went with Mr. Waghela, went the other way, but the other one did vote for Ahmed Patel. Some people are wondering whether the NCP is starting to go a little soft, whether the NCP is the next domino to be targeted by the Modi-Shah combine, and is the NCP going to in some way drift across to the NC or to the NDA, or at least go soft, and whether whatever happened in Gujarat was the first sign of that. Let me throw that to you.
No, that's absolute speculation. There's no truth in that matter, and there's no question of going soft on anybody. We've supported Mr. Ahmed Patel, and like I said earlier, that we went on to record to say that one of our MLAs will not vote. Also, just to talk about what Mr. Jainaran Vyas was saying, according to him, if somebody coming on record and speaking on video is not proof enough to say that he has or has not voted, in the same line, if somebody just going and wishing somebody on his birthday does not mean that person is on that side, because in politics everybody wishes each other, so it does not mean they're on the other camp or on this camp. So I don't think that whole analogy or the whole example holds to this whole thing.
Okay, Mr. Vyas, I want to come back to you, but I just want to get Ajay Alok actually on a rather important point. I want to come back to the interview that Sharad Yadav gave me, very clearly signaling he's going back to Bihar. He's meeting a range of people. He's very clearly deeply unhappy about the decision that Nitish Kumar took, and he's very clearly signaling that perhaps we are seeing the start of the breakup of the JD United, of the Janata Dal United. I've been calling it the Janata Dal Disunited for a while. Is that the direction we're headed in, Ajay Alok? And at what point is the party going to say Mr. Yadav's actions have now gone too far and we may have to take disciplinary action against him?
Well, Vikram, I don't think this is anywhere close to a possibility also, because see, Sharad Yadav has been the president of this party. He's one of the founder members of this JDU. And he has been the president for party for 12 years. He's also a sitting Rajya Sabha MP from JDU. Now he knows he might be unhappy with the decision, but he knows that within the party, a single person not happy with the decision does not make anything. If a party has decided cumulatively, he also has to be on the path of the party. This he knows.
Where did the party decide? Hang on. Where did the party decide cumulatively? His point of view, or point of view of some of his supporters, has been Nitish Kumar took this decision without even consulting him, without having it decided by the party. And by the way, he's going around now to try and get a sense of what the mood of the JDU is. And it's a possibility that if enough people are sounding unhappy with what Nitish Kumar did, that there could be a split in the party. It's a possibility, which I'm asking you about.
There's not even a single % possibility in this, because before taking this decision, the whole party was called. All the state bearers, office bearers, even up to the level of district and level of panchayats were also called. The whole parliamentary party was there. Even Mr. Sharad Yadav was invited, and Mr. Nitish Kumar went to his house and discussed it with him. So it was a cumulative decision of the whole party in Bihar that this decision is not only in the interest of Bihar, but it is in the interest of the nation that we cannot continue with RJD anymore. So Sharad Yadav ji knows this very well, and it's good he is going and meeting people, because he has said 2-3 days back कि मैं अपने मंद का अंधकार दूर करना चाहता हूँ. तो अच्छी बात है, शरद जी जाएंगे, उनका अंधकार दूर होगा, and then he will realize that breaking of this alliance was entirely in the interest of Bihar and was in the interest of nation, and we want him to go.
Tom
Barikal visit.
All right, Tom Barikal, from the Congress party's point of view in Bihar, obviously the stakes of getting some members of the opposition together is a crucial part for the Congress party, not just for Bihar but for 2019. We heard Lalu Yadav today saying in various forums that, you know, maybe we can keep the Mahagathbandhan going with Sharad Yadav plus the Congress plus the RJD. Is that something that you're hoping for? Are you sending out those feelers to Sharad Yadav? Are we seeing a slightly more aggressive Congress party? We saw it yesterday. Are we seeing a slightly more dynamic, aggressive Congress party than we've been seeing in the past? You were sleeping while you lost, you know, Bihar originally, Goa, Manipur. Are you in touch with them?
Vikram, these are matters of strategy not normally discussed in studios. But let me tell you something. We normally don't comment on the internal affairs of a party. That is the culture that we are being trained in. But let me add to it. There's a statement, we saw this interview. Clearly the writing is on the wall. Now the point is, if they don't read the symptoms, there is a problem. We didn't read the symptoms of Mr. Nitish Kumar doing what he did. We didn't read it. If we knew through some sources that there is something happening. That's another issue. But with the kind of preachings and the kind of issues that he put out in public domain, first he talked about variety of things, from demonetization to GST.
Yeah, so
all
you're saying that they should read the writing on the wall?
Well, that's their luck if they do, because we didn't do it at that point of time. But the idea of India still survives, and if people walk that way.
I'm out of time. One line reply from you, Ajay Lok. Should you be reading the writing on the wall? Don't be in denial, is what Tom Barikal is saying.
That's what I'm asking. Like, if Congress spokesperson is saying that they were having the hint, but they didn't believe it, and now he's saying about us that they can read the writing on the wall. Well, why didn't they read the writing on the wall when they know that this was heading for this?
Right.
Why didn't they take some proactive steps?
We made a mistake, so you want to follow that. Your luck.
Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav.
Right.
What
so
was stopping Rahul Gandhi to speak to Mr. Rahul Prasad Yadav?
All right, I'm going to have to end it there for the moment. Thank you all so much, gentlemen, for having
they
been
want to
with
stand
us.
with corruption, or they are against corruption?
No,
right.
we are with the nation. We were supported you. We believed you.
But
then what you did to us is there.
I'm going to have to call a truce to this just for the moment. I'm going to have to call a truce to this. Let's see Sharad Yadav starting that yatra. We are hearing from the JDU, from the Ajay Alok, who's the official spokesperson. Hopefully, he will hear people, meet people, and then decide not to actually go ahead and break the JDU. Keep an eye on that story. Keep an eye on what's happening with the NCP. And of course, keep watching Reality Check. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.